Hello students, here your teacher Amita. Today I am going to continue the left three stanzas of the poem How to Tell Wild Animals by Carolyn Wells. As you know, I have told you in the previous video that in this poem, the poet describes in a very humorous manner how to identify wild animals when you go to a jungle. The style of the poem is humorous, and the poet takes liberties with the language to create the desired poetic effects. For example, the word leapt and LEP lap in the third stanza are deliberately not spelled correctly to create rhyming effects. Now I am going to read third stanza. Listen it carefully. Or if sometime when roaming round a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. I'm just recapitulating the second paragraph. So, this was the second paragraph. Now, let us continue the third paragraph. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he will only lap and lap again. Now I am going to explain you in detail. If you are strolling forth in the jungle and encounter a beast whose hide has spots scattered all over it, and he jumps at you the moment he sees you, then you should know that beast is leopard. If you start crying in pain on seeing him, it will be of no use, as he will leap and pounce upon you again and again. Now, let me explain the literary devices used in this paragraph. Rhyme scheme ABCC is followed. View, you, peppered, leopard, pain, again. The second literary device is alliteration. Use of consonant sound her in the beginning of the two words he has. Poetic license is also used, a liberty to the poet to change the spellings in order to create rhyme or rhythm in a poem. Use of leapt instead of leaped is used in these lines. Repetition poetic device is also used. Use of lap word in the last line is repeated. Assonance, use of vowel sound or strolling, forth, you, whose, spot, do, no, good, to, roar. So, assonance is also used. Now I am going to start next paragraph. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Now I am going to explain you it in detail. If you are walking around your country, your courtyard, you may meet a creature there. If he hugs you very hard, it is sure that he is the bear. If you have any doubt about it, he will give you another loving touch. So, you should keep in mind that if any animal hugs you tightly, it means it is a bear. Now, let me explain the poetic devices used in the paragraph. Rhyme scheme ABCC is again followed. Yard, hard, there, beer, guess, caress. The next one is alliteration. Use of ver sound when walking, and use of her sound who hugs. Use of ber sound be there is used in the stanza. And jab meant continuation of a sentence to the next line if you were walking, creature there. As soon as use of vowel A, meet a creature there. A is used again and again. Now I am going to start the next paragraph, and it is the fifth one. Though to distinguish beast of prey, in novice might nor plus, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodile. Now I'm going to explain you it in an easy language. For a novice, it is not an easy job to distinguish among wild animals and beasts of prey. Means if somebody is new in this field and he does not know about the wild animals, it is very difficult for him to distinguish among wild animals and beasts of prey. Beasts of prey means animal which hunt other animals. So he may easily confused, but it will always be quite for you to distinguish between a crocodile and hyena. Hyena always comes smiling happily. If they come weeping, then surely they are crocodile. Now let us do literary devices used in this stanza. Rhyme scheme again A B is followed. Pray, may, non plus, thus. Smiles, crocodiles. Alliteration device is also used. Use of consonant sound no, novice, non plus. Use of the sound is repeated the, thus. And jammant is also used. Continuation of sentence to the next line. Though to distinguish, might non plus. The crocodile, hyena thus. Okay, so these all literary devices are used in this stanza. Hope you have understood, and watch the video again and again for the better understanding. Now I am going to read the last stanza of this poem. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He has not any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, this the chameleon you see. This the chameleon you see. Now what is a chameleon? A lizard like small creature. Lizard, you better know, a small reptile. Let us start the explanation of this stanza. A true chameleon is a small creature like a lizard. He does not have any ears at all, nor does he have a single wing. If you don't find any other creature except him, then you must be sure that you are seeing a lizard sitting on the tree. So this is the explanation of the last stanza. Now let me continue with the literary devices used in the last stanza. Rhyme scheme again A B C is followed. Small, all, thing, wing, tree, sea. Alliteration poetic device is also used. Use of her sound he hasn't. Consonants use of g sound single, wing, g. Dear students, from third to last stanza, I have not explained you the meanings of the difficult word. Now I am going to explain. Listen it carefully. Strolling, walking leisurely. Fourth, ahead. View means see. Hide, skin. Sports, marks. Peppered, scattered. Leapt, jumped. Leopard, a big cat of the tiger family. Next is pain, suffering. Lap and lap again means jump at you again. In the next stanza, the meanings of the difficult words are your yard means in your ground. Creature, animal. Hugs means embraces tightly. Very hard, hold tightly. Be sure, you must be sure. Doubts, subject. Suspects. I guess, I make a guess. One more caress, one more hug. Now, in the next stanza, although distinguished to find the difference, beasts of prey, animal which hunt other animals, A novice and inexperienced person, known plus confuse, crocodile, a large reptile with hard skin and big jaws. Hyena, a wild animal like a dog. It's hyena, not hyena. Okay? Keep it in your mind. Hyena, a wild animal like a dog. Thus, in this way, marry happy if they weep, if the animal weep. Now, in the last stanza, the meanings of two difficult words are chameleon, a lizard like small creature, which is also called girgit in Hindi. Lizard, a small reptile. So, we have completed the meanings of the difficult word which came in this poem. So students, we have completed this poem. I hope that you have understood. We have done meanings of difficult word, line by line explanation, and used the poetic devices in the poem. So I have explained you it in detail. I hope that you will watch the video again and again, the first part of the video and the second part of the video. And I will make a third part also for those students who need the translation, the description, the explanation in Hindi. So I will make one more video for the students who better understand in an easy Hindi explanation. Keep watching, keep learning, keep practicing. Stay at home. Goodbye and have a nice day.